It's been so long since I've recorded an episode. I feel out of sorts, but I feel like I say that every time I record an episode. I think this bi-weekly, semi-weekly schedule is not good for me. I am someone who needs routine, or else I will start spiraling and be super duper inconsistent. Hello, divas, and welcome back to the show. I know it felt like a month-long hiatus, and I guess it was. If you are hip with it, I actually did have a recent episode that I uploaded exclusively on Spotify. So if you would feel so inclined to, you can listen to that. I just didn't feel like uploading it on YouTube. And so it was like episode 15.5. Half an episode, I guess. But yeah, I don't know why, but with this new recording system, whenever I edit it, the voice, you can only hear it on the left side. It was fixable because that 15.5 episode was edited so you can hear it on both ends. I just don't know what I'm doing wrong, honestly, but I'll figure that out eventually. In recent developments, I got a mic stand. And I don't know, I feel kind of official now. Although I'm not using it properly because it's propped up on my leg because the way my desk is positioned with the mic, like if I left it like this, I guess you couldn't tell. It's not that bad, but I would prefer if the mic was just down this way. But yeah, where do we even start? The couple weeks or so that I've been gone, so many things have happened. This can be a yap fest, as it usually is. So I guess I'll start with the most recent thing. I mean, the quality's terrible, but if you haven't noticed, I bleached my eyebrows. Yeah, I did it the other day. My cousin came over and we had a little eyebrow bleaching party. And it's fantastic. It's fun. I suggest it for all the girls. No, I'm not going through anything. I just thought this is temporary, yet makes a bold enough statement for change. So yeah, I did that. And I crossed one thing off my bucket list. I went to Monterey with my friend. And honestly, that ride was so rough. I was not prepared for the fuckery that came about. I have this bit where every time I'm about to do something fun, I'm always like, it's gonna be a movie. And 9 times out of 10, it is a movie. It's fun, it's cute, it's a cinematic feature. But I feel like, okay, backtracking, the friend I went with, my friend and I, or this specific friend of mine, I see her like once a year if I'm lucky, and we've never really gone on like trips together. If you include like the random ass like high school trips, sure, but now that we're adults with like money, with pennies to our name, we haven't really gone on a trip or just anything together. We only have like random ass dinners and then see you next year, you know? So we both wanted to go to the Monterey Bay Aquarium. And so we're like, okay, like, this sounds so fun. Let's do it. So she doesn't have a driver's license, so that would just lead me to drive. That's fine. But I felt like we had more fun driving there and back than actually being in Monterey. Like, the whole goal of us being together was to go to the fucking aquarium. But we had more fun on the drive there and back for some reason. And now I'm just convinced that Monterey is cursed because I felt like every single opportunity was an op. Like, we really couldn't do anything in any enjoyable sense. So for one, the Monterey Bay Aquarium is nothing like I remembered it. And I think it's because when I was younger, I just never left the house. So any opportunity to leave the house was just already fun. And I just had a bigger, grander memory than what it actually was. For one, that place smelled, and I get it. It's, you know, the sea animals, fish, blah, blah, blah. But girl, why that place smell like they don't clean it up? And two, it's summertime, so everyone's on fucking vacation. I felt like I was fighting the stroller mafia. Like, I fucking hate them kids. Like, what are you guys doing here? Like, get the fuck out. But it was already so crowded, and there were fucking children crying, strollers. Everything was just so crowded. Like, you would think that once people saw what they wanted to see, they'll move on. No, it felt like people were trying to camp at, like, the exhibition that they were at. And I swear to God, one of the exhibits or whatever we went to, I completely lost my senses because it was pitch dark. I couldn't see shit. And like, I felt like I was going to run into people because I couldn't see anything and it was so crowded. And I should have known because that was the first thing we went to. I should have known it was just going to be a shit show from there on out because the rest of it was just so underwhelming, but overwhelming at the same time. Underwhelming because everything I saw just felt really sad, and overwhelming because it was just so crowded. Why was I having hot flashes in the middle of the aquarium? And yeah, it just wasn't fun. And there is a local aquarium by me, and it is heavily protested because allegedly the animals are overfed and they're not taken care of properly. And the owner of that aquarium seems to only care about profits over animals. And I guess you could say like that's kind of the same gist for all aquariums, I guess, if you want to look at it that way. But so just to say that aquarium, the Monterey Bay Aquarium, felt like I was at the local aquarium. And that local aquarium was actually really depressing to me. Like, everyone looked really miserable and the animals looked really sad. And that's what it felt like. And you would think like something as like popular and iconic as the Monterey Bay Aquarium would not be so not it, but it wasn't it. And I was not having a good time. I was not. And then, you know, Monterey Bay Aquarium is in like that little sea town, that Cannery Row or whatever. I'm not picking my nose, I'm just itchy. But it just was not cute. And I'm not sure if it's because I'm older now and just things like that don't pique my interest, or if the actual sea town itself was boring as hell, because my friend and I, we were ready to spend merch bans. We were ready to spend bans on merch. We're ready to spend our money on trinkets, blah, 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 whatever the fuck. There was nothing to buy. And you know it's sad when you go somewhere and there's nothing to buy. Girl, we had our money ready. Like, the merch store was already so crowded, and like my friend was about to fight someone because I guess they didn't notice that she was on the other side of like the earring display. And so she started to spin the shit and she was so pissed. And rightfully so, because where are your fucking manners at, bitch? But like, also, there was nothing cute to buy. Like, I saw a couple things here and there, but it wasn't like, it just didn't feel like it was worth it to get in line to purchase the item. So we just left. And so we're like, okay, well, we're in a cute little sea town. We'll be like a Nancy Meyers movie. Well, first of all, Monterey was really gloomy, and I just didn't anticipate for that for some reason. So it wasn't cute. And then everything just seemed so not enticing. And then we went to like a restaurant that's like super top rated for tourism. We went. You know it's bad. Like, the culture is so bad for tourism when they literally have signs saying, if you bring children and they cry, please bring them outside so the guests can be comfortable. What the hell am I saying? But like, you know it's bad. Like, parents can't control their fucking children when they have to have signs like that. Because what the fuck? Like, isn't that kind of like, I feel that's common sense. But yeah. Regardless, though, we went, and kids were crying, and their parents were not doing anything about it. So, yeah, I don't know. That was a really weird time. And then our waitress was like, okay, I guess. A little too attentive. I don't know. But regardless, the vibes are off. The vibes are sinister and it was off and I just wasn't having a good time. So no, that was not fun. It was an exhausting day, I will say. And the drive back was really bad. Like the traffic was terrible. So it takes you 3 hours to drive there. And to drive back took about 4 hours. I'm still tired thinking about that trip, and not because I didn't have a good time with my friend. It was just the drive itself and how crazy people drive these days. It stresses me out. Like, people really think they're on Too Fast, Too Furious, and they have the biggest road rage ever. And I'm just like, look, I'm just trying to get there and back. I'm just trying to have a key with my girl, but I can't because I'm too busy trying to not die, you know? Like, where am I going with this? Oh! All I can stare at is my eyebrows. Like, honestly, I look really good. You don't understand. I look really good. I need a win. I need a win because my hair loss. I think my hair is growing back, A. But B, like, I just needed a win. Like, this year has been so terrible to me in ways that I cannot explain. And so it's nice to have a win where I look a little crazy, but I look really hot. Yeah. And I think for me, it's a big feat that I come to barefaced like this, because I am a very insecure person, if you haven't noticed. And just being able to be barefaced like this, knowing that I have a digital footprint, I think that's kind of amazing. Yeah. Hold up, my cousin's sending me a TikTok. Ha 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 ha. POV, you're on POV, you are on FaceTime, Zoom. Hey girl. I am back on my vaping bullshit again. It's really bad. And I definitely need to get that shit checked out. I for sure know I have anxiety. Like, it's confirmed now just because of how hard I'm hitting this damn vape in situations that stress me out. So here we are, but I'm going to try to quit soon again. It just seems so appropriate to do so in the summertime, you know, like, well, because one, I don't want to go outside to have a cigarette because that smells and I don't want to be outside. And two, like, if my vape smells like Red Bull, I mean, that's fine. You know what's so bad? I went to a Jhene Aiko concert like last week and they confiscated my vape. Like, y'all didn't even, okay, I'm stupid because I've been to this stadium so many times, but come on, no warning or anything. Like, you didn't even give me an option to like check it in, which is stupid for me to say because that is the most like tweaker shit I've ever heard. But like, the lady was just like, okay, well, you need to go past this security line and then this man will confiscate it. And I'm like, okay. But you know what pissed me off? People that literally have like marijuana carts, like they were okay to bring that in even though they don't even want you to smoke in there. Like, I need my nicotine as much as these people need their za. Like, that felt kind of racist to me for some reason. And I'm still mad about it. But that should have been a sign that I should quit. What is this, honey? What is this? I am trying to work on not editing down my podcast so much. Just because, one, it's too much work to edit. And two, I just want to make this feel like it's authentic and that I'm not trying to edit out the parts that I hate. I'm going to try my damn hardest to not do that because it's a lot of work for me. I have been avoiding like so many things I should be doing lately. Like, okay, I'm going to give you an example. And I don't know if this confirms or comes as a shocker to who I am as a person. But I washed my bed sheets last week. I know you should wash them like once a week or like every 2 weeks max, but I do it like maybe once a month if I'm up for the challenge. I just hate putting on the fitted sheet. That shit pisses me the fuck off. But anyways, I washed my bed sheets and I was like, okay, well, I'm just going to sleep on the couch for the night just because by the time I got to it, it was late and I just didn't want to do it. I've been sleeping on the couch for a good week now. And I'm not going to lie, my couch is quite comfortable. It's a hand-me-down from my uncle, so there is years and years of wear and tear on that girl. But it was comfortable, and I'm not complaining too much. My little gay green couch back here also expands down as like a temporary day bed too. So I've been like on and off switching between my gay little green couch and like my actual couch in the living room. And my sister like teased me yesterday. She was like, oh my God, you're really sleeping on the couch again. And I'm like, it's comfortable. I like it. And like, it's different, you know? That's the only way I can describe it. It's different. And that is, I've been sleeping on the couch to avoid putting on my sheets. Yeah. It's also like how when you have like loads of laundry, you kind of just dump it on your bed and you like maneuver around the clothes. I do that often too. Don't worry. I have a plan to go back to sleeping on my bed this weekend. And if not, we'll try again next weekend. I have been so exhausted lately. Like, I don't know if it's medical or if I'm just like super duper lazy, but I have been exhausted. Like, you know how like when you're at work and that 2 o'clock hour hits and you're just like, oh, I'm tired. Like I can't go on. 3 tangerines and a couple hits of the vape really woke me back up, but now I'm tired again. So I'm like, I feel very fatigued lately. Like, I feel like that's like the best word to describe it. It's kind of like how in that episode of Golden Girls where Dorothy just feels so tired all the time. And then, sorry, I got a text. And then the doctors were just like, oh, like maybe it's just because you're old and like you're menopausal or whatever. And then I don't know what the word is. I hope it's not Graves' disease. I hear that word thrown around a lot. I don't think I have that, but I feel like I have like a long grocery list of symptoms I should talk about with the doctor soon. And it might make me seem like a hypochondriac, but honestly at this point, I might as well be one. But yeah, I just feel really tired lately and I don't know what to do. Because I don't do much. Like, I just work and hang out, you know? Like, I don't do anything like, you know, strenuous or insane. So I don't know what this could be. But yeah, back on my bullshit. Back up on the scene. Done dealing with you. Don't know how to deal with me. That jhene aiko concert is so interesting. I went with my teenager cousin because, you know, we both like her. But is to say that maybe I am no longer jhene aiko's demographic. There were so many like little kid teenagers there and I just have never felt so out of place before. And also, what is the deal with people stealing each other's seats at concerts? Like, do you guys not know how to read? Like, I get it's dark up in there, but I'm pretty sure A, B, C, D, E, F, G, 1, 2, 3. I don't think that's a really, it's not a hard concept. Like, you know how they say literacy? Literacy. You know how they're saying those rates are going down? I believe it now because I have seen so many fucking people like fighting over their seats. And I'm like, why are you fighting what's literally on the screen? Count your numbers and deduct how many people are already sitting there that are rightfully there and call it a day. I swear to God, so many people in my section just did not know where their seats were and they were just like throwing a whole fuss fit, blah, blah, blah. And I feel like it's a common thing at concerts, but it's also like, I feel like half of it is just people trying to get a better spot, which made no sense. We were literally like nosebleed. So y'all really fighting for nothing. At least try to get in the pit. Finna be in the pit. I'm sorry. I might scrap this episode. We'll see. I'm definitely not going to hit my 30 episodes by end of summer goal just because I took a long ass break. But I'm not going to lie. I think because of this break, I'm going to have a lot to say. This angle pisses me the fuck off. I'm so sorry. But, yeah. What else is new? I really said I took a break so I can have all this content to say, and I don't know what to frickin' say. The whole Blake Lively thing, I think it's funny how we literally idolize, conventionally attractive white people, and now we're turning on them, rightfully so, because literally that one episode where I defended Taylor Swift, she literally pissed me the fuck off, and I'm like, fuck you. But I never liked Blake Lively. I was always a Blair girl and Gossip Girl. And now looking back at it, Blake Lively is the real life version of Serena, which is funny to me. Honestly, I felt like we should have canceled her completely when we found out she got married on a fucking plantation. That was a choice. But yeah, I felt like it was long overdue. And she really made... I thought it was funny that she made a whole ass, movie about domestic violence only to pare it down to a fun movie for your girls. Where are some florals? That is some, white feminist ass bullshit. That is peak. That is white feminism final boss. I saw that interview where the lady, she was being so mean to the interviewer, and she was, talking to her co-star as if the interviewer wasn't there. And that is such typical mean girl, white girl behavior. Okay, you're literally here to promote your movie, and now you're promoting it and leaving it in a bad light. And I guess I found out that she had all her co-stars unfollow Justin Baldoni on Instagram. Is it that serious? Is it that serious, babes? I am longing for the downfall of conventionally attractive white women because it's about time. They've had life a little too easy, and you want to be oppressed so bad. Here it is, girl. More white people drama. Let's see. The whole Tana Brooke thing, yeah, that was a long time coming. I never really followed either of them. I just never liked Tana Mojo. Oh my God, sorry, hot take. I really enjoyed her storytime videos back in the day, but I just never she was never someone I would idolize, honestly, or I wouldn't even want her as my friend. She just has such mean girl energy, and trouble seems to follow her wherever she goes. And I just don't like that. Just as a person, I feel like that's such a stressful thing. You just know things are going to go wrong all the time. That sounds like you got hexed or something. No, thank you, ma'am. And where the fuck did Brooke come from? I'm not gonna lie to you. The whole Clinton Kane thing, all I could stare at was her botched ass lips and how uneven her eyes were. And I know that sounds so mean because I literally have no eyebrows and I have one double lid. But come on, that's all I can look at during her story. So every time I watch that video, I had to close my eyes because I'm I'm gonna say something so mean, and I don't need extra bad karma, okay? But yeah, that's not necessarily a take, but those are my opinions. Yeah. Who else is white that I want to cancel? Probably no one else. I really don't care. I've been trying. I'm not going to lie to you. That Jhene Aiko concert low-key healed me because she did this sound bath during her show. And it's gotten me really interested in that whole healing spiritual realm. And ever since that concert, I just feel like life is too short to really pay attention to problematic people and really worry about other people besides yourself. And that's so funny because she's literally in the middle of this not controversy, but that whole thing about like how Big Sean doesn't want to marry her. And she's literally with someone who doesn't want to marry her. And honestly, that's your own deal. That's just, everyone has their issues. That's hers. And, you know, whatever. But, you know, I think from that concert, I just had like a different perspective on life, because I don't know why, but I've come to the conclusion that I attract like losers and bums and freaks. And it's not doing me any good, because I feel like for me, I feel like I have like somewhat of like a healer energy, or just like a really big spot for empathy. And so people see that as like, oh, like she can heal me, or like she is someone I'd want to tell my problems to. And while that is cool and all, it's starting to feel like it's affecting me mentally. Like, I don't want to absorb your negative energy. Just because you want to put negative energy out, it doesn't mean that I should be the person that you put it towards. Like, bitch, get a fucking diary. Like, I don't want to hear it. And especially when it gets repetitive, I'm like, what do you want to do with this information? Like, I realize I hate bitches who be complaining. Like, I can't do it anymore. And while I love a good little venting sesh, I am tired of being, I don't know, a vessel for negative emotions. And I have my own struggles too. And I don't feel the need to have to explain myself over and over and over again if I'm not going to do anything about it. And ever since I started journaling, I'm not going to lie, like a lot of my emotions do feel silly after I put it out on the paper, because that's all it is, you know? I think a lot of the reason why people are stuck in their same cycle is because they let those energies kind of harbor and roll it into like a bigger thing than it really has to be. And, you know, if you don't get to the root of the problem, it's just gonna grow into something crazy. So yeah, I've just been trying to avoid people, places, things, feelings that, you know, don't serve me in any way. And I'm gonna become selfish, because what the fuck does your feelings gotta do with me? Especially like when they are unable to hear me out when I have my issues. Like, I feel like when you go through stuff like that, it's always like, you know, it's a trade-off. You share your experience and I'll share mine. And lately I've been finding that people just want to give me their bad energy, and leave it at that. And I'm not out here trying to spread more negativity, because the world is already terrible. But nor do I want to be your personal therapist. Just because, I'm not going to say I have it more than others, but just because I have more emotional intelligence than you doesn't mean that I'm like your personal therapist. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just tired. I'm tired. But yeah, I do want to get into sound baths. That sounds so like cool, but the fucking thing is like $500 and I'm not ready to spare that. I'm in like my grande era right now, and I just have other things to prioritize. So yeah. But if anyone would like to gift me a sound bowl for my birthday or Christmas, I will appreciate that. Although I'm quite specific on what I want. So don't go on Amazon trying to get me a sound bowl on Amazon. But be grateful, be grateful. Anyways, oh my God, I have beef with the Bay Area right now. So I went to the Brat Wall in July, and I literally dragged my friend to go to the Charlie XCX Brat Wall so we can take pictures in front of it. And yes, we did take pictures with the Brat Wall, and it was cute. It was fun. It was really it was strange because literally the second we were done, some girl came up with her whole ass tripod. And I'm like, whoa, it's that serious? Yes, it is. But I just thought it was so funny that someone actually came with a tripod. But I wanted to go to that antique. I wanted to go to Pier 45 and I wanted to go to that museum of antiques or whatever because they're known, because you know how like in Princess Diaries, like that was kind of like a montage and it's kind of like popular. So yeah, I just wanted to go to the photo booth because it's like an old timey one. I just really wanted to go because like the pictures supposedly look real good. So yeah, but tell me why my friend literally made us walk all the way from like the Brat Wall to Embarcadero to the pier. That was at least an hour and a half of a walk. Thankfully, it was flat. It was flat land because y'all know how San Francisco is. It is hills galore. I remember I went to the Leve concert and we had to like walk up this goddamn hill and I swear to God, I almost had an asthma attack. It was so bad. I was so out of shape. I was so winded. Like, it was not cute. Anyways, so thankfully the walk to all fronts was, you know, quite flat, quite easy. But bitch, tell me why. Tell me why when I came home, I got a sunburn. How does one get sunburned walking around in San Francisco? I'll tell you why. I wore a boat neck top. And that's it. I wore a boat neck top. I'm going to try to show you. I hope I don't like flash anybody. Can you see it? Can you see it? I literally look. Ugh. It's bad. Thankfully, the other side wasn't terrible because I wore like a thick Baggu crossbody. So it kind of shielded me from that. But how was I supposed to know that San Francisco's UV rays were that bad, huh? I had no idea. So I have a gripe with San Francisco. I still wear my boat neck tops, but with caution. That is like my summer uniform these days. A boat neck top and something on the bottom. I think it just looks so cute. Technically, though, with my face shape, because I have like a round face shape, I'm not supposed to wear boat neck tops. But fuck that shit because I feel so classy. Okay. I am... What's new? POV, you're having lunch with your Yapiana Grande friend. I'm an eco-terrorist now. I went to the restaurant supply store and they sold, you know, like those to-go cups. And I was like, I already don't really spend money like getting takeout coffee, but I'm like, how much money would I save if I just got these takeaway cups and brought them to work? And so now I've been making my iced coffee and just putting them in those cups. And tell me why it instantly tastes better. I am not a good coffee maker by any means. I don't think I am. Like, I think half of my coffee that I consume on a daily basis is burnt. I make it in a mocha pot and I know how it sounds when your coffee is too hot so it starts to burn, and I can't help it. I have like an electric stove that like barely works half the time, so I'm just gonna take what I can get. Okay, I'm in the trenches, baby girl. So yeah, I've been bringing takeaway coffee that I make from home, and I also brought I've totally given up on the reusable straw propaganda because, like, what's it got to do with me? Restaurants give it out all the time. They're still manufacturing them. So it's like, is it really my fault? We need to do better and hold companies accountable because it's really not me. Little old me. Yes, I can and do make certain impacts with my life choices and whatnot. But come on, like, it's just me. These companies are literally like putting eco waste in rivers and doing so much more damage than little old poverty ass me could ever emit. You know, you have these fucking celebrities with their jets and just everyone's going on tour. Like, those buses are emitting a lot of shit. You know, like, it's not me. But anyways, sorry. I need to, like, conceal the fact that I have no hair. On my eco-terrorist bullshit as well, you know, I'm vaping again, so that's already not a good thing. Look, we're here. I'm using, you know, water bottles when I have a perfectly good water dispenser that I also pay for with water deliveries. You know, like, money's not real. If anything, I am just helping the world not go into a recession, because that's exactly where we're headed. Because no one has money for anything. Tell me why I listed a Lululemon bag on Poshmark and no one's buying it. Like, people usually eat that shit up, but it has been on the market for 3 days now and no bite. So I'm kind of concerned as to where the economy is going. So yes, I'm keeping the world going round, and you should all thank me for that, actually. Oh, my friend has a neighbor that is selling his house. Sorry. My neighbor has a friend that is selling... What the fuck am I saying? My friend has a neighbor that is selling his house. And, like, why am I assuming it's a man? Anyways, they are renovating this house, and it looks like Hotel Transylvania, because, like, the trimming is black. It just looks really gothic, and it's really cute. And I found out the house has a pool, and I'm like, I have no money for a house right now, but that sounds kind of dope. Like, I think I want it. Tell me why when I looked up the fucking house, it's already pending. I wanted to take a tour of the house because it has, like, an appropriate amount of bedrooms that I'm okay with, and it has a pool. It has a guest bathroom. It was quite literally beautiful. The only thing is, it's a corner house on, like, a main street, and I kind of like more of, like, a cul-de-sac kind of court kind of living situation, just because I'm a girl and I be buying things and I just don't need that extra attention and stolen packages. Because where my friend lives in a much nicer neighborhood than I do, but it's still not that amazing. So at least where I live, it's not great, but I haven't experienced stolen mail before. So, you know, whatever that is. But yeah, so she was like, yeah, like, I'll update you. I'll let you know if they have a open house. Someone swooped that house right from under me, and I'll never recover. I live in a 4-bedroom right now, and it's perfect because it's just me and my sister. And we have 2 rooms to ourselves. And ever since I've lived this kind of lifestyle, I'm not sure if I want to, you know, downgrade. So that is a choice I'll have to make. But I really have no money for a house. A girl can dream, can't she? I know someone who's, like, in the middle of buying, like, a custom house. And I'm like, damn, girl, in this economy? So, yeah, you know, everyone's just living different walks of life right now. And who has crimes that they'll let me commit? I'm willing to do anything for some moonlight. I wouldn't do anything for money. But yeah. What else has been happening? Maybe I should go through, like, my camera roll and, why did I just twitch like that? I think me and my friends are gonna go to, like, a Shrek rave soon. It's, like, the random ass side quest that I do in this life that makes things so funny. Anyways, I'm also back to reading smut, and I don't know, it's made me really lonely, and I'm like, God damn, I need a man, but just for that purpose. You can go home after that. But, yeah, I need to stop because it just reminds me of how, not unloved, but how much I want male attention sometimes. And that's very rare for me because I genuinely do not want a man to look at me or breathe at me. It's a very complicated phenomenon I feel like all women go through. So what I'm saying is nothing new. Why am I looking like this? I saw I saw that interview with Peso Pluma and Bobby, and I don't know why, but that whole interview is just my entire interaction with straight men, period. Like, I know Bobby has like a certain way of interviewing people, and like she's kind of mean, kind of like dry and cold. And that's just how I talk to straight men. And the fact that Peso Pluma is so sassy, like literally giving her the energy that she gives, I'm just like, this is literally my entire interaction with straight men. And it was just so funny because, like, I love when Hispanic men, like, especially if it's, like, their second language, I love when they speak English because they talk so slow and in a deep voice. Like, when I heard Bad Bunny talk in English, oh, my God, panties dropped. Like, damn. What happened to him? Like, he has not been on my radar lately. I'm not gonna lie, though. Ever since Peso Pluma cut his hair, like, that's all it takes, guys. Like, he looks so good. He looks like a starving, like, Victorian child. I don't know how to explain it. He looks like that one sleepy ass kid from Meet the Robinsons that turned evil. Like, that's what he looks like to me, but he's so cute. And then I have to reel it back that he would never go for someone like me. He's literally I don't know who his girlfriend is, but to me, she's an Insta baddie and she's beautiful. Her boobies are so big, like, damn, is your back okay? I hope you don't have sciatica. But she's beautiful boots, and it will never happen between us, unfortunately. And then also, too, I was looking at his wrist. That man got 3 Van Cleef necklaces. Not necklaces. He has 3 Van Cleef bracelets. And you know the saying goes, if a man is wearing Van Cleef, he is not a provider. And that snapped me back for some reason. Like, it's the weirdest things that give me the ick. I'm just like, why does this man own 3 Van Cleef bracelets? Like, what the hell? Like, I know you're like a rich, famous singer, but what business you got wearing a Van Cleef? So yeah, I think that just goes for all men, you know, like, if they're wearing a Van Cleef, A, they're gay, B, they're not gonna provide, C, he's just not the man that you need. So, you know, that's how it goes. Especially if you're in the entertainment industry, I feel like monogamy is just not a thing. Why does it fucking matter? Why am I being so mean? I'll show you my journal. But this journal contains my thoughts. This is what is helping me not go to jail, embarrass myself, and be a whiny girl. Although I feel like it's inevitable sometimes. You know, I'm already flashing you the cover. This is my journal cover. Okay, I'll give you a little tour. This is a Slushy Noobs sticker that I got in an order. It is kind of weird that it's of them as children, but it's okay. It's slightly off-putting enough that it's funny. And then this is a Supreme sticker with 2 far men kissing. I love the gays, you know. And these are like free stickers I got in, like, I don't know where I got it from, but I just thought the artwork was kind of cool. Like this naked lady, and it's artsy. And then this is that peach from Japan that is slightly also off-putting. So yeah, this is the vibe. 2024 is the year of off-putting vibes, and that's okay. But yeah, I'm kind of sad that Melissa didn't have an August prompt this month. I think she said she was busy, but I'm like, no. Why? Oh, but yeah, that's my journal. Everyone should get a fucking journal and stop coming to me for your fucking bullshit. Like, honestly, like, I don't need to hear how incompetent your boyfriend is. Like, he sounds like a loser and you should leave him. Like every time someone complains to me about their boyfriend, I just tell them to leave them and that we should all be sapphic lovers and live happily ever after in a forest, kumbaya. You know what I mean? Like, we don't need these men. All I've seen in life is that men adds to your pain and doesn't add any value to your life. Rich or poor, they all fucking suck. So yeah, that's my hot take of the day. Leave him. Leave him, leave him, leave him. Do you picture me like I picture you? Am I in the frame from your point of view? Oh my God, is that song about touching yourself? Wow, she really made a sad ass song about masturbation. That's beautiful. I love Chappell Roan. Well, I feel like this is such an unofficial episode, but my sexy of the week is Addison Rae. Diet Pepsi is really good. I'm not going to watch the music video, though, because my cousin watched it and she said Addison was real freaky up in there. And I agree because I saw like a TikTok clip and she just showed too much feet for my liking. It honestly like scared me a little bit, so I will not be watching it. I will watch it, though, when I feel like a manic episode is coming up because I feel like that would just go so well. Someone on TikTok said that Diet Pepsi is a song that you vape to. And I am going to, let's try it out. Let's see what the vibe is. Oh my God. The other night, I learned the choreograph to Dade County, that Camila Cabello song. I love that song so much. Should I dance? I'm gonna probably cut this part out because it's gonna be so cringe. And I'm not a dancer by any means, but I was low-key in like a day. Oh my God, I literally short-circuited. I was in like a K-pop dance cover group in high school, and that really like ignited my love for dance. I am not a dancer by any means. I'm not good at it. I low-key have like, it's like dyslexia, but with dancing, like I kind of get the moves. Like I get the gist of it, but I just can't, like my body just isn't built for that. But it's just a fun dance. And I am 100% sure that I am doing it all wrong. But, fuck it. Oh no. Ooh. I don't know why, but a playlist on Spotify, Dad Rock, but in a cool way, popped up. I love divorced dad music, like Nickelback and stuff. Like, crazy random lore, but yeah, I love that shit. Oh my God, my iPad is like not working. Okay. Dad, daddy. That was embarrassing. I may not post that. We'll see. That was really embarrassing. Whew, okay, but it's a fun choreo. So yeah, if there is a dance battle, I'll be there. I'm gonna show up, show out. Yeah. Why am I so... I'm out of breath. I told you I wasn't built for this life. This is such a crazy ass episode today. But at least I'm doing the damn thing. And that's all that matters. Alrighty. Did I do all the segments that I usually do? Sexy of the week. Top 3. I didn't do my top 3 yet. Top 3, we'll do it. Let's see. Number 3 is going to be electrolyte water. I've been drinking that before I shower because I get really dehydrated after showering. So I find if I drink electrolyte water before showering, that really helps. Yeah, we'll do that. Number 2. Number 2 is going to be thirst edits of of Hassan Piker. I need to stop talking about these guys, like, but they're so good. You know, I really need to, like, get a personality outside of looking at hot men on TikTok, but scratch that. No, he's just a man. Fuck that shit. My number 2 is going to be the Dade County Dreaming dance. It's fun. Every time it pops up on my For You page, I must simply dance along. And coming at number 1, big tobacco, big vape, you win this one. Vaping is my number 1, okay? Like, it's helping me going through some tough times. It's not good. I don't condone it. I hate myself for even participating, but you know, girl, it does it for me right now. And you know what, we'll go with vaping / journaling. I feel like that's pretty therapeutic in its own way. The good and the bad and all in between, whatever the fuck that means. Bars, I got bars. Oh my god, I feel like I'm HRH going through like a manic episode right now with the way I am jumping through these topics. But, oh my God, I'm short circuiting again. Don't do drugs, kids. You know, the whole like, demure trend going on right now. I saw this girl say, demure this, demure that. How about you look in the mirror and get a job or something like that. That's so funny. I've really been enjoying Drew's Psyop Corner. There's been a couple of YouTube videos just recapping all the Psyop Corners. And when you put them all together, they're just so fucking funny. I just want to giggle these days. Like, giggling is so fun because why the fuck not? Like, I'm not going to lie to you. I haven't been crying a lot lately, and I think that is a good sign that things are going up. Fall's coming up. That's my favorite season. You know, we're going to get cute. We're going to get holiday-y. We're going to be happy. I hope. Sorry for the such out of topic video. I really hope no one from my job sees this. I have such a quiet, calm, collected demeanor at work that I feel like if anyone sees this, it's going to make them think less of me. Actually, I don't give a fuck. Fire me, please. Okay, queens, divas. I hope you have a slay day. You stay sexy. I will see you next time. Bye.